Thank you for attending today's seminar. My name is Kevin Willis, and today I will be speaking to you regarding how to end the conflict between two or more feuding employees. We all understand that employees do not always get along with one another. There comes a time where this needs to be addressed by senior leadership such as yourself. The reason that I know this is because I have been in leadership for over 10 years. I have worked from the point where I was a lower member of the staff in departments such as environmental services, food service, transportation, and even materials management. Although today I stand before you as a seasoned leader with years of experience within the materials management department, I'm also speaking to you as a person who has worked himself up from the bottom, and now I have risen to a higher rank within the organization. So, you walk into a department and you see that you have two employees who are yelling to the point that you actually believe it may get physical. The question is, what do you do? Well, you could just let it play out and see if the better person wins. You could also squash the entire situation and make them stop. You can threaten them. You can just separate them. You could also suspend the employees. And the question I ask is what would really help solve this problem? Because the problem will still exist. The problem at hand is that you have two employees who have some kind of conflict that needs to be resolved. Resolution of a conflict does not necessarily mean just getting the two individuals back on the same page in which you want them. There are times where you will have to do some investigation to come up with the root cause of what the problem is. If you will understand that a lot of problems that happen in the workplace have absolutely nothing to do with the workplace. Now, this may sound very odd. How could a fight start at work if it has nothing to do with work? The answer to that is pure psychology. Individuals lash out when they are experiencing high levels of stress. And this is according to the American Association of Psychology. We all do it. We may not be able to address it and see it within ourselves, but we all do it. Think about the last time someone upset you and you left a meeting huffing and puffing, and someone, no one in particular, came up to you and said something that was so minuscule that it really was not an issue at all. However, you blew up at this person. It's happened to us all. But today we're going to talk about steps that will help us alleviate it from happening again and building a stronger team in the process. The first thing to know is you need to get these two team members together. The reason why, if you just eliminate them and separate them from the situation, this will not cease the problem. Unfortunately, what ends up happening in this situation is then two employees go into a different area and their emotions begin to fester. And they get even more hot and even more heated. it only blows up from there. Eventually, the two employees will find each other again. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually they're going to come back together, and the issue may be bigger than it really needs to be. You can suspend them, you can write them up, you could even terminate them. The problem will still exist. In order to form an effective team, you must get individuals on the same page, and that same page starts with you as the leader. A leader is a person who shows their staff what needs to be done by doing it themselves. A manager simply makes the rules, policies, and procedures and tells others to face it. A leader actually does the work that's necessary and shows their employees that this is how you get things done. A manager can order someone to do a project with no problem. Companies function like this on a day-to-day basis. But these type of managers do not form effective teams. Leaders form effective teams because their staff will do what is necessary because they see that their leader is doing what's necessary. I know for one, if I saw that my leader picked up a piece of paper off the floor, I know that if it's good enough for him to do it, it's good enough for me. So the next time that I will see a piece of paper on the floor, I would pick it up as well. These are necessary steps that leaders take to form an effective team. In order for that team to be even more engaged and even more effective, a leader also has to form policies and procedures. However, this leader must also follow the same policies and procedures that have been put in place. A manager can put these same implementations into place but not follow them. And if the manager doesn't follow them, what good are the rules and policies? At least this is the perspective from the employees. Now, we've talked about how to form the effective team by getting the team members on the same page. But the question is, what do I have to do to get employees on the same page? Shockingly, this is one of the easiest things to do. Speak to your employees. You can speak to them as a group, you can speak to them individually, but talk to them and give them information as much as you can to help them see what needs to be done and when it needs to be done and how it needs to be done. When this information is shared, your employee engagement will substantially increase. And if you're not in the office, the team members will know exactly what is expected of them, and they will do these processes even in your absence. This is what every leader wants. Every leader would like to believe that their department will run just as smoothly as if they are there, if they are not there. This is one of the most important goals that a leader can do, and it is a highly effective way of building a team. Teamwork is not a group of individuals doing their own goals. Teams do things collectively to form one goal. When the manager forms that one goal and each team member works to accomplish that one goal, you have formed the most effective team in the world. And an effective team can fight any battle regardless as to who is there. I thank you for your time, and I wish you have a great day.